So just, you know, since we did agree that you would take over the general upkeep of the van, like the table would need fixing. What, you seem like guarded about that.
I'll do the cleaning and cooking, but like if something needs ordering from, say, like on your computer, like all the time anyway.
But like if you have all day,
I mean, listen, Statler makes it clear. And to be fair, I'm on her side in this conversation, you know, because she's like, listen, at the end of the day, you know, we agreed that obviously I'll be working and you'll be doing all the other little bits to help me out. Statler simply asks her, can you fix the table? Dempsey's like, oh, okay. Lack of enthusiasm. But then has the audacity to reply to Statler and says, but you could also order things online considering you're on your computer anyway. Which, listen, I understand it, but just like Statler said, you'd have all day to basically do that anyway, amongst other little things that aren't even that deep compared to what I'm doing. I don't know what's gone into Dempsey's head, but when it comes to just being fair, it's like that light bulb does not exist in her brain cell.
why would you do it? You would?
It's really annoying that you won't just like do it, so yeah, I'll do it. And I'll have that extra stress as well. I feel like Statler takes me for granted. Yesterday, I just crumbled and just started to cry because
Statler takes you for granted. That's a wild statement, considering that she's the one that's making sure that you guys got money on the road, yeah? And you're saying she takes for granted when she's asking you little things. Oh, okay, I'll do it because, you know, I'm annoyed now. What? What? Is there something that I'm not seeing here? Is there something that I am not seeing here? Because the matter of the fact is, Dempsey this season hasn't even portrayed herself in any way in any way, shape, or form that makes her look like as if she was actually the decent person in this relationship. You know, most things, in my opinion, have been in the favor of Statler, which I do wonder why the hell she decided to have an uproar and not even, you know, to have an uproar to the extent that she ends up not even being a part of the tell-all. Maybe this is TLC's doing. Maybe they were like, because Statler made a whole hoo-ha before the season started, we're going to make her look really good this season. So therefore, she can be like, oh, damn, they actually didn't do me that bad. You never know. Maybe the storyline was going to be portrayed differently originally. You never know. But anyway, we continue.
Just go with the flow, but mine is geared towards success. I want success.
I don't need to be like you. I would love to like think more like you. Like, I love your outlook on life. And now you don't enjoy that part of me, future long term.
I mean, listen, I completely get the point that she's making here, that at the end of the day, just because you are one way doesn't mean that I need to be this way. But once upon a time, you told me that you like the fact that I'm different, but now you're saying that you don't like the fact that I'm different. You know, some people just don't know what they want in life, and that's the thing. Statler is somebody that doesn't really know too much of what she wants in life. She just yaps and yaps and yaps and yaps, and we're still waiting for the punchline.
Me and Statler have different outlooks. I'm more like peace and love and happiness. I try and stay positive about things.
The shade in that one, the way she's like, yes, that is basically a negative woman. You know, I'm more, you know, happy-go-lucky, out there with the freedom, enjoying life. But Statler, she just miserable as hell. I mean, to be honest with you, Statler is a very confusing person because the woman is all over the place. You know what I mean? You never know what you're going to get, to be fair. I can imagine, you know, she's saying this and then saying this, then saying that and then saying this. That's why personally, this whole podcast that she's talking about, Tell podcast, I don't see it being a success. I see it being a flop personally. I mean, recently she made a post asking cast members if they want to be a part of it, when originally she said she already had some lined up anyway. So do you have some lined up or you don't? Do you see what you do or you don't? Like, make your mind up. Where you going with this, you know? And to be fair, she's exposed literally everything anyway on social media, so what else can she say? Statler needs like a management team or a PR team. She needs someone to navigate what comes out of her mouth.
I'm not going to change who I am just to make Statler feel better about herself.
My entire life, I've just been desperate for somebody to love me. I see love and I just grab it and want to run with it. But maybe love and I just grab it and want to run with it. But maybe that's not enough.
Well done. You finally figured out that love does not fix anything. Love will never be enough for just a relationship. If you want something to work, you need way much more than love. Yeah, without that way much more, that relationship is doomed.
We put a timeline to check where we're at and see if we're both feeling better and
can we move and everything.
Yeah.
How long do you want to put on the timeline?
I mean, I think 1 month isn't fair. So I mean, like in 2 months, if we're in an unhealthy place.
Listen, the moment that you put a timeline on your relationship is the moment that your relationship is done. It's just that simple. You can't tell me otherwise at this point, you know? Like, why are you putting a timeline? The fact that you feel like you need a timeline tells me, is telling yourself that you're done now. That you don't want to quit, but you know this relationship isn't going nowhere. So you're going to put a timeline with the hope that one of you or both of you are going to pull up your socks and do better. When in reality, the timeline only really applies pressure on your relationship, because now it's like you're going to be dating on you're going to be in a relationship based on the anxiety of the fact that, okay, well, if I don't get better within the next week, oh, I've got 2 more days left, 24 hours, I got 12 hours left. Oh my God, what am I going to do? I've had the whole 2 months and I haven't really made much progression, but I'm going to do it now. Okay, last day comes in, it's the last hour. That's it, I finally got it. Let me be amazing for the last hour. And then that last hour comes, it's gone. And then that person's like, yeah, it didn't work out because clearly, you know, you didn't put the work in for the past 2 months. And you're like, well, I did though, because I put it in for the last 2 hours. You gave me 2 months to do it. I'm just saying, if somebody wanted to be technical about it, I can imagine someone doing that madness. Obviously, that's not the idea of the idea, you know what I mean? I'm just mocking it. I'm just mocking it because it's a dumbass idea.
I think probably we should, you know, sell the van.
I really want to sell the van. I want to explore with you.
Would definitely be heartbreaking, wouldn't be easy.
Yeah.
So the plan is, if they don't work out in the next 2 months, then they're going to break up and then sell the van. But as you heard Dempsey say, she doesn't want to sell that van. Of course she doesn't, because she's enjoying the life that she's having right now. The fact is, you know, their issues in their relationship has nothing to do with, well, I wouldn't say it's primarily because of the fact that they're two different people. It is primarily because they don't have a compromise. There's no middle ground, you know? And it's crazy because I'd say the compromise part is probably, it comes more challenging for Dempsey than it does for Statler, because Statler's already compromised by even doing this, given the fact that this isn't a part of her lifestyle, right? But then at the same time, you know, she's also left her country or that kind of stuff. But to be fair, they both have, right? But she's able to still work, which is fantastic, okay? End of the day, it's kind of weird because the only thing that's making their relationship hard is that Statler is working, and because of that, she's hoping or expecting that Dempsey will do the house chores, will do all the other little bits, so it gives her time to work. Because at the end of the day, while she's working, Dempsey has freedom to go out and explore the place that they're traveling to. And we've seen that so far. She has been exploring these places by herself. You know, and of course, Statler already says that doesn't make her jealous, respectfully. So at the end of the day, you know, if Dempsey really cares about having this journey with Statler, well, then she should have just been, okay, cool, let me help you. Let me make life easier for you. And hopefully this will allow you to finish your jobs quicker. And therefore we can enjoy, you know, the rest of those days together. You know what I mean? Whether it's enjoying the rest of the evening together or you're able to finish midday or whatever. But either way, anything to make life easier for Statler, for her to finish her work on time, would have been the best way of going around it. So I just think the compromise part is the fact that Dempsey is the one that's been more challenging than Statler. But hey, let me know what you're thinking down below and we'll talk about it. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and of course, peace.